So it's another day working on the wall art. And I've got some big decisions to make today. I'm quite happy with how it's going. Yeah, I am happy how it's going. It's been hard work, I have to say. You get some real ups and downs. You know, one minute you're looking at it thinking, oh my God, what on earth have I done? And then the next minute it kind of comes to life. It's really, really strange, but rather lovely. But I have a big decision to make. There's an area that I really don't like. I've really messed up on. And it hasn't turned out like the vision was in my head. So I now have to decide, do I keep tweaking with it and hope that it comes to life like everything else does? Or do I just take it off and class it as a mistake that I tried, it failed, and we start again in that area? Let me take you over. Let's go and have a look. This is the bit I'm talking about. Now, I did say, if you remember this clip from day one. Okay, now I've got my look-alike piece of wood, driftwood. It will look like a piece of driftwood, I promise you. I hope it does anyway. I should not have promised you that, because it isn't the vision that was in my head. And I just don't like it. Really don't like it. It just doesn't seem to have any relation with everything else that's going on. Now, I could just keep working on it and keep tweaking it and see what happens with it. I don't know. I really don't know what to do with it. Or do I just make it into kind of, I don't know, a bit of rock or something? And I don't know. I really, really don't know at the moment. I'm a bit beside myself with it, but I might start colouring this bit in around it, moulding it in, and just see what happens. See where it goes. If it all goes wrong, then tonight I will just completely paint over it white and start all over again. I was thinking I could just chip it off. I could get it off, but I quite like the textures of it. I'm quite happy with the textures of it. It just doesn't look like what I thought it was going to look like. So yeah, I might tweak around with it today. If I still don't like it by tonight, paint it all white, start all over again with it, just with this section here. But everything else I'm really happy with at the moment. So today is all about shading the top part. I really need to try and get the top part finished so I can get this scaffolding down so that Ted can then get the bath in. At the moment, I'm really holding him up by what I'm doing. So yeah, I'd really like to get the top part, the shading, low lights, highlights, all done today. Then I can do my finished bit at the top tomorrow, get the scaffolding down, and then I can work on the bottom bit while Ted's working around me. But it's coming together. It's just taken a very long time, but then it's a vast area to work on. But yeah, let's get going on another day. So this is how we finished up at the end of the day yesterday. Don't forget, if you want to see the complete wall art project, then go back, watch part 1, 2 and 3, and fingers crossed, today will be the last day.
Welcome to the workshop, which is where we are going to create a little bit of trim for the corner cupboard in the bathroom. What I want to do is this is a rail that is going to go into the little corner cupboard that the shelf is going to sit on, but I just want it to be more attractive than just a lump of wood like this. First of all, we're going to put a profile on it, so we're going to put a 15-degree angle on it, So we raise it up to a height that we think, actually that might be nice. We'd cut the angle on that. And then we set our table saw to 15 degrees. Okay, so we've got our 15 degree profile on it, and that would look nice. It really is personal taste. This, for me, it's not what I want. So we're going to do something else. We clamp a temporary fence on our table saw. So we've got something to run against when we're cutting. What we're going to do is run this across the blade like that to give us a curve. Don't run this up at the height you want it straight away, because it will not go and you'll be pushing against that blade. Just little and often. So come down right as little as you can think. Again, get your push stick or some kind of push stick so your hands are out of the way. So that's the idea. That gives you a nice curved profile. Just makes it a little bit more interesting.
So while we leave Ted making all of the woodwork, it's back to the wall. So I've got my base background colour now, and I've got my bits of greens and golds, and yeah, I'm really liking it now. It's coming together really nicely. But I'm at the stage now which is again quite nervous, because I'm going to put some highlights and lowlights in it. I'm going to start doing the shading, and the first part is the black, and yeah, this is the part, because I'm happy with what I've got, I don't want to mess it up. I'm quite nervous about it, so I'm going to start on this bit here, and I've watered down some black, and I'm just going to sort of put it on and see where it drips and take it off. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to wing it. Let's just wing it and see where it goes, and just hope for the best. I'm all finished, baby. You can come in now.
Oh my God, that's incredible. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's superb. Absolutely superb.
Yeah?
Oh man, it's wonderful.
You sure?
Yeah. How could you not like it? It's amazing.
It's quite weird because on the film you can't really see.
Well, good, because they don't deserve it. The doubters in this world don't deserve it. You know, but lots of people said things. I think it looks absolutely wonderful. It's just brilliant. It's just a mad looking piece of wonderful art. Well, I just want you to show me exactly what you're after in the area of here. I know what I'm going to do in there. It's whether you're okay with what that is.
What are you going to do?
So we just go through this first, because I know what I'm doing. Obviously, nice shelf on the top there. Shelf here and a shelf here.
Yeah, and then one on the bottom?
One on the bottom just to finish it off.
Yeah.
So that's the order of today, to get all that thing. And then it's going to have a face frame that'll have a strip over here.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm going to scribe it in, because I kind of like the idea of it being that it's a cabinet you just put in rather than you've actually scribed it in. I might do it. It's just, again,
if not, I could.
You can mortar down the side, because it won't be great big gaps.
Yeah.
And you know, you're a master of that. We're going to put a big mirror on here, yeah? And you just want a plain mirror, don't you? You don't want nothing fancy.
No,
don't want a frame.
No frame. No,
right,
nothing.
okay. But it's going to sit on something.
Yeah.
We're going to sit it on a shelf.
Yep.
So what do you want? What would you like?
Well, I'd like the shelf to come right from here.
Right.
And to come out and then to sort of ease off that end.
Yeah.
And then I really like, you know, you had an idea the other day of putting like a ridge in there, so the shelf sort of sits into the ridge.
Oh, okay.
I really like
well,
that idea.
the mirror.
Yeah, sorry, the mirror sits into a ridge on the shelf.
Yeah, because I only did that for safety.
Can we have a bit of skirting board here as well?
You can have a bit of skirting board, yeah. Yeah, well that's, skirting boards. I do skirting board.
Cool.
Yeah, skirting board. Obviously that's, a lot more money.
What do you mean?
Well, for you, the client, it's a lot more money. Well, because it's all bespoke, isn't it?
I'll pay you in kind, baby.
Oh.
So with payment terms all sorted out, it was now over to Ted to do his magic.
So the brief from the governor was she wanted a bit of driftwood, but driftwood's quite hard to recreate, I think. You've got to spend a lot of time mashing it about. Hansi has just delicately walked through the tripod. Impressive dog. For a dog of your size, I was quite impressed with that. Yeah, so driftwood, as I say, looking at it, it's quite hard to recreate. And a straight plank, I don't know how much that would do. Bess has just done it, just to show off. I can do what you can do. She's just walked under the tripod, in and out, through and again, without mucking it up. How brilliant is that? Just stay there, dogs, will you? Yeah, so what we're going to do is do one of my favourite techniques, which is the burning. We're going to burn the wood that raises the grain, makes it look very lovely. We'll then paint it with our wood stain that we use, that is shop bought, but it's really good because it's for external and internal use and really is heavy duty. Put 2 or 3 coats on it, especially in a bathroom which you've got moisture in. It will be good, and obviously things will get put on there that will be wet and everything like that, so it's good. But we've got to take the bark off first. That's the first job to do. Let's do that, and we'll see where we are then, and then we'll do the burning and everything like that, and then chop our sides out. Top our corners off. Right, bark's off. Looks really boring now, doesn't it? Just a really boring piece of wood. What I have done is taken the maximum I can off on my mitre saw, which is 50 one side and 60 the other, just to give me a little less meat to take off of this side to make the angles. And what we're going to do is mash up the front edge a bit as well. And the way I'm going to do that, so on my grinder, which has seen a few campaigns as it were, I've got one of these toothed wheels, and they remove softwood, hardwood really quickly, and you can sculpt and carve and all that sort of thing with them. They come in various different sizes. This one's got a slight angle on it, as you see. I don't know if you see that. I have used it before, and when we do the scribing in with thicker pieces of material, this is absolutely invaluable. So we're going to do that and mash up the ends and see what it looks like. But we won't really know if it's what we want until one, I put it in situ, and two, we have an inspection.
So it's been a very long week here at the Chateau. Thank you so much for joining us on our daily wall art series. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have. I would just like to say a thank you to AB Creative, who gave me the inspiration for this piece. I'll put a link in the description to the channel. So there's one last thing for us to say to you. A Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Take care, everyone.
See you soon.
Like and subscribe.